Hello, Helen here. Here we are broadcasting almost live from Medfield, Massachusetts. I'm the owner of the Healing Place and the Healing Place Energy School, and this is my partner, Maria.
Maria Salomão-Schmidt. Everyone's afraid of the Salomão.
Why is that?
Salomão. I don't know. Salomão. Salomão.
No. Isn't she juicy? She's juicy and fun. Our energy complements each other. We kind of feed off of each other, and before you know it, we're talking about things that we are very passionate about. And the last few days we talked about I should, I will, and the energy of Texas, how to increase, a little bit about how to increase our vibration. So, and we would start to talk about what would we like to talk about. And Maria mentioned, how about self-care? Simple self-care, how to keep your energy clean, keep it moving, and keep it flowing. And this is something that I talk about in my class, Chakra 101, Know Your Energy. It's about how to keep it so your energy vibrates at a good balance where it's not excessive or deficient. So today, self-care, because there's a part in Maria's book that talks about self-care, and I see.
This is actually Helen's copy.
Yes, and I'm reading it, and even though I know a lot about the information in this book, but it's teaching me and reminding me, because Maria and I went to the same energy school, and I graduated in 2009. Oh my gosh, that's ages ago. And even though you're catching up, honey. Yeah, all right.
Let's hope I catch up. Keep it going.
So self-care is a great chapter in her book, and also I have it in my class, and what we need to do to take care of our energy every day.
Every day.
Like brushing your teeth. Like brushing your teeth and doing the things you do to keep yourself healthy. Energy work.
Very healthy.
You've got to keep it healthy every single day.
Every day.
So what are your suggestions when you feel like your energy is starting to wobble and you're like, hey, where am I? What am I doing? I live in the I should world. What do I do to break out?
On day one, we talked a little bit about feedback and getting feedback from life in general. I think day three, we talked about not being comfortable. Like being too comfortable is kind of like the end of it all. So the whole point is for you to create the vibration. That's a newfangled, energy word, but like create the vibration, create the kind of like the energy around. Like, so if you're going to have a party, right, you want to create a certain vibe at the party.
Yeah,
otherwise
ambiance.
people will the ambiance.
The ambiance.
Ambiance is another word that people like. You want to create a certain vibration so that everybody will have a good time, and or a wedding. If people have weddings, they'll either a very, very formal wedding or kind of a fun wedding, or they'll have like, what's the vibe? So the same thing applies to you, and whatever vibe of self-care that you're creating in your life, that's what you start attracting. And people don't realize that they actually react to what's going out there, but really you are calling that in. Whether it's a shitty thing, like what I call an icky thing, or whether it's a yummy thing, you're calling that in. That's like feedback from the universe, from your life, that's what you've put out there. And it's not because you're good or bad. It's not a self-worth thing, because as we talked about, I think it was yesterday that we talked about, you are love. You are already divine. Your energy, it's holy. I like doing the W. It's holy energy, like with a W, not holy with a full of holes, right?
Yeah, because, along that same path you just talked about, I believe energy is a boomerang effect. Whatever you put out there is going to come back to you pretty much exactly the way it left your body. So, one of the great example I love to give is when I'm one of those people, I get very mad if I'm overly busy. And I also get mad when I'm not busy enough. So whenever I get really overly mad, or I get mad about being too busy.
It's kind of irritated, isn't it?
Irritation.
It's kind of like it's not really mad. It's like
yeah,
like you want
it's
something
just too much. I need to come back to me time.
Yeah.
And I notice what the universe does, and I'm a great believer in the universe. All of a sudden the for appointment. Helen, I need to move my appointment. I need to cancel. I need to just drop away. And you know what I do after those times? I recognize that's me. I did this. People think, but that's bad luck. You manifest bad luck. No, it's not.
It's flow.
It's flow.
It's flow.
And this is what I'm radiating out of my body, is like the sucky energy that I need to go underground for a while, but I can't. So I have the same opposite effect when I'm not busy enough. So I get, my frequency changes. I'm going to imagine there's a knot. I'm turning my energy up. I'm turning it down. And so I know I'm doing that.
I'm like, are you having a heart attack right now?
I need a little oil, but that's my energy knob right here, you know? And it's in my heart because I work.
It's in her heart. This is a heart work for her.
Yeah,
you see?
This is heart work
for her.
Because I give so much of myself to everybody who comes. Is sometimes I feel like I don't have enough for me, so I become depleted.
And how many of you out there, do you feel like that? Do you feel depleted because you give so much out there and you're like, what about me? Right? That's how in a society we're taught as women, we are taught to give, and when they have enough, then they'll give back to you. That doesn't always happen like that. It's not really like a sustainable model. It's sustainable for the person receiving, but it's not really sustainable for the person giving, and doesn't know how to receive.
And then I did ask one client who was taught in her religion to give. All you do is give until you drop. And then I said, do you end up, when does it come back to you? She says, I don't know. I pray somebody will think of me. I go, what's that about? What kind of religion?
That's low level. Not, you can give to people. It's kind of like, this just popped out of nowhere, so I don't know. This analogy, I have an analogy brain. If you had, let's say, 100 pair of shoes in your closet, and you gave away every day you gave away shoes to somebody, at some point you're gonna have 0 shoes, right? No one's gonna say, oh, let me give you shoes. You know what I mean? Like you have to have a balance of what you give and what you take, right?
Exactly.
It's all balance, right? You don't flood your, don't water your flowers for 3 weeks and then flood them.
I know,
right?
and then it becomes overwhelmed.
And it dies. The flower dies.
So here's your exercise in this moment to help you to break out of the cycle. Think about how much you give and what do you do to come back and receive for yourself. This is really important. You've got to do the 50-50, not the 75-25, but the 50-50. So we're going to talk more about this subject tomorrow. Helen Chin-Lu from The Healing Place and Chakra 101, Know Your Energy, and
Maria Salomão-Schmidt from CoachMeMaria.com, and author of Finally Full of Yourself, Unlocking Your Spiritual DNA. You can get it on Amazon and write a review. It's got really awesome reviews. Mwah. Thank you so much. Bye.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.